Have you ever gone to a vendor's website to learn more about what they actually do, only to find out that you have to book a meeting or talk to sales in order to see how their product actually works or even what it really looks like? Just show me the product! This can be a super frustrating experience as a potential buyer. I mean, it's 2023. Come on, just show me a video so I can see what the product really looks and feels like. Yet most marketers and sales teams stick to the old way of doing business. But the reality is, people who come to your website and get turned off by that book a meeting button are very likely to go to your competitor's website, and if they find a whole series of online demo videos there, well, they might just never come back to you. The one video you need on your website to maximize your conversion rate with site visitors is the watch a demo or take a product tour video. But most marketers are afraid to change that talk to sales button into a watch a demo now button because it means, well, they might not be sending the same types of leads over to their sales team. But the reality is, if you could get 5x, maybe 10x more people on your website to click that button to watch the demo, you have a much higher likelihood downstream of converting them into qualified leads for your sales team. Let's walk through a real-world example from one of my favorite companies, Marketo, who of course is now part of the Adobe team. A number of years ago, Marketo tested out this exact concept. Like most software companies, the main button on their website said talk to sales or book a demo. They tested out changing that to a button that said watch a demo now. That would allow site visitors to actually see live recorded demos of different capabilities in their platform. What they immediately found out was that the clicks on that main button on their website increased by over 1,000%, which shouldn't surprise any of us because if you think about how many people are likely to click on watch a demo now when visiting a vendor's website, well, frankly, I think people would be silly not to, right? It's an opportunity to see it in action and how it actually works. So they found people were very likely to click on that button. Once they did, they took them into a curated demo experience, not just a single video, but an actual library of 9 different videos for their email marketing solution, for their account-based marketing solution, for marketing analytics, and so on. This deep and rich library of online demos allows their prospects to, well, buy the way they want to buy. They can learn on their own time, at their own speed, and share those demo videos with others in their team without being roadblocked by having to schedule that meeting with a sales rep. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's great, Tyler. We can get way more people watching these demo videos, but as a marketer, I'm not comped on that. In fact, we're measured on qualified leads and pipeline generated by our sales team. So how do we convert those viewers?
Good question.
Well, let me give you the 3 steps to turning the watch a demo button on your website into a new source of pipeline that will radically outperform your existing website. Step 1 is to ensure that when somebody clicks on the watch a demo button, they are taken to actual demo videos where they can really see what it is you do and how your product works. Don't just toss them onto a page with a 2-minute explainer that gives them a high-level overview. That's not what they're looking for. Give them the value up front. Be transparent, open the veil, and let them see how your product really works and how they can see themselves using it in their own day-to-day. Step 2 is to ensure that you're not only tracking who goes to that page, but you're tracking how long they're engaging in each of those different demo videos. This is a goldmine of information for your marketing and sales teams to qualify those people that are most leaning into the content. And if you're using a video hosting platform like a Vidyard, you can actually track whether this person watched 3 minutes of video 1 and 4 minutes of video 2. As they're watching that content, you can use that data to help you score different leads and pass them over your sales team as folks that they're gonna wanna connect with. And step 3 is to make sure that you have some kind of call to action to turn that engaged viewer into an actual lead in your marketing system. Now, there are 2 different approaches to doing this. First, you can have a lead form in front of the demo videos to ensure that you capture that person's information before you unlock the library of demos. That's what we would call a pre-gating strategy. And in the case of Marketo, That's how they approached it. And they actually saw a very high conversion rate on that form because the expectation of value after filling it out was very high. I mean, heck, I'd be willing to tell you my favorite pizza toppings if it meant I could just watch online demos of how your product really works. The second approach is the post-gating strategy, which means you allow them to watch your demo videos freely, but you then have various options either within the videos or around them on the page to convert that viewer into a sales conversation. Now, in the case of Marketo, they not only saw that huge spike in engagement on their website by changing talk to sales into watch a demo, but they found that they generated more qualified leads and more pipeline for their sales team as a downstream result. And equally important was their speed to lead increased by more than 6 times, which means folks visiting their website converted into a qualified lead 6 times faster when they went and watched those demo videos. And it makes sense because as marketers, traditionally we're scoring people on which emails they opened, which PDFs they downloaded, and once they've done enough of that, we'll hand them over to sales. But that can often take weeks, even months when they're in nurture programs. But by giving them this high value information right up front, saying, as soon as you're on my website, I'm going to encourage you to spend 3, 5, 30 minutes watching my demo videos, you can now take an unknown prospect into a highly qualified lead within, well, less than an hour. So this approach has so many great benefits, but it does require you to take a bit of a leap of faith, especially if today you're measured by how many meetings are getting booked by sales, by that big juicy talk to sales button. But I encourage you to think about this and test it out. What happens if you were to create a library of great demo videos and put them openly on your website? What if you change that main CTA over to watch a demo or take a product tour? Would you see higher engagement from visitors on your website? Would you create more qualified leads because people had the opportunity to see what you do and are actually excited to talk to sales as a result? And will you generate more pipeline because you're giving people a better buying experience as opposed to always trying to create the best process for your own internal marketing and sales programs? If you can create the best buying experience, I promise you, you'll win. Give this a try and let me know how it works out for you. Just connect with me, Tyler Lessard at Vidyard on LinkedIn. Send me a message and let me know. Or if you have any questions about this approach, I'm happy to help.